Evening gents, so me and little one here just on our way to Corey's. So he got his new 180SX. We went yesterday and we stripped most of it down, so we'll go around today, have a chat over it, and we're going to weld up the go-kart and get the go-kart ready to go again too. So we'll head round there and have a look over his new 180, his new 2J non-turbo powered one. We stripped most of it down yesterday to start fixing up a few things on it, and me and Lilith just grabbing our lunch, weld up the go-kart, maybe chuck some petrol in that and take that for a quick wee strop, but we'll see how that goes. And then the honest next video after this is going to pick the Sphero up. So as I'm filming this, 36 hours I've got to pick up the Sphero, so that's all organised, so that will be happening now, I promise.
You're right.
So as stated, we're going to start with some rust repairs on this car. Do you want to run through what this car is, Corey?
Another sack of shit.
Another sack of shit.
How brutally honest.
So here's Corey's new 2J Z180.
He's gone to the dark side. Joined the Yoda Nation.
So this is 2JZ GE with an old Hilux gearbox behind it. Apparently goes pretty well, Corey.
Goes very well. Very well for no handbrake and bull tyres on the front. Like a sports champ. You look pretty good at giving that to other men. Fuck. God. You're a creature, eh?
The latest style of rust converting. Make a fucking spray bottle out of it.
It doesn't work because it's too thick. I was just thinking that, eh?
I was thinking that when you first suggested it.
Oh, there we go. And now we've got to let that dry.
You might as well spray the front guards and stuff while you're here.
Now we're going to sandblast them, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, doesn't matter. If you're going to sandblast them, you still got to seal them. Either way.
No, we'll just fucking seal them then.
Right, well they do one of these. I'm going to do a couple welds on there. And this is setting the welder up. Then I'm good to go. Right, well I've been sorting my chain out. Angus has made up this patch, so we're going to weld it in.
I'm no pedal beater.
So I fucked up and I forgot to put the chain on here before I welded it up, so I just had to take that off, and we're just going to weld that back up now, and then going to make the chain tensioner back onto there. Alright, chain's welded up and back on. The tensioner used to be down there, it's now up there. Chain's still got a little bit of slack in it, which is good. A little bit of petrol in the tank now, so we'll give a go at firing it up. Alright, well I forgot to bring in the adapter for the drill, so we're starting it the old school way. Put a little bit of fuel in there.
Only it's a cool start when you got strong.
Right, so this is all done. Next step's going to be build a new fuel tank for it, but it's running, it goes into gears and moves.
Hey?
It's now back into rust repairs.
Thin. What's about it?
So we've done this patch here. Angus is making up that patch there.
Yeah. Hashtag Benno Beater. What are you up to?
Meth things.
Something like that. Pull those front bands off if you want.
Right, so I'm going to give this a wee clean up, put some paint on it. Alright, so I've just made this up for Angus. So that's going to go in there, fill up this hole here. Still needs to be a bit more tapped into shape, but not bad for my first time making a wee rust cut. Maybe I can do the paint by myself. Alright, clean up. Right, so we're going to start tacking that in now. I don't think I did too bad job of that myself. So Angus is going to tack that in now.
Yeah.
You're the fabricator.
I'm the welder.
I like just see this through this shirt enough to fill. So it's welded in, so it just needs to be ground back and tied it up now.
Before we do our rust patches.
But it's not big rust holes now. It definitely is not Angus.
No. Well, I mean, you know, we could have filled it with newspaper and blocked it, like they did in the 90s.
Corey pulled the exhaust off yesterday and welded it. And
I
now,
did it today.
welded it today.
I pulled it off today too.
Oh, I thought you were putting it off last night when we left.
Nah, we fixed all the rust in the back, and then.
So you gave up about when me and Angus left yesterday then?
Yeah, I went out to the Pyramid Night Market with you.
Oh, yeah.
You were there!
Oh, yeah. Completely forgot I was there.
It
It
was a light bulb moment.
was a good night, actually. It was actually a really lovely night.
So what have we done? Front guards are fitted, all the rust is sorted.
Yeah, all the rust at the front is... Oh, yeah, so this wasn't painted up last night. So all this rust up the front here's...
There wasn't actually much.
No, there was just that wee bit that was in there. And...
Yeah, that was where the clip went, so I just cut it out.
Yeah, and... We've... all that yesterday. So that's all
And
done.
then fixed the door because that was all shit. So you ticked that up.
It still has a terrible motor.
You say that until you see it go in action, and you'll be like, "This thing is awesome."
Yeah, so that's... He's fixed all this up. He's actually hasn't done a terrible job of it, actually.
Well, most of it's hidden. You can't really see.
Yeah, well, you're not going to... Anything past that line there.
Yeah.
And that way, you
I
don't
think
see.
you could only just see that little bit there.
Yeah.
It was all. Fitted up the side skirt there, so that's ready to go on. And yeah, we welded up the exhaust. I'm not a welder, but I welded up the exhaust. It looks a bit shit, but as long as it's not got gaping holes, I think it'll be all good.
Guess what I'm doing tomorrow, Corey?
Picking up your shit box.
Fuck yeah, picking up my shit box. Do you want to buy it?
I'll give you 20 bucks. I'll swap for a 180. It's got a sweet JZ, mint running car. I can even paint it. I got some paint here. Do you like purple?
Have you heard of the word?
Do you like purple?
Have you heard of the word of our Lord and Saviour, hard pass, my bro?
Do you like purple?
I do. I'm painting the Ute purple, remember?
I got purple paint here. We can give it a quick paint job.
Is it a good purple? We could use it for the Prem.
It's still like 23 degrees outside. I reckon we could give it a quick...
It's actually... Wow, it's a lovely evening out here in the cold black. Right, so yeah, we're just going to find some bolts to do this up.
Just need one bolt in it.
Yeah, just needs one bolt because it's a Toyota. I'm pretty sure Dave watches these videos too.
Hi Dave.
Hi Dave.
Your car's missing lots of bolts.
Yeah, and here's, I just want to show a couple of wee things about this car. And it was only ever built to be a beater, so don't beat on it too much. But engine mounts, which
Solid.
you're struggling to see in there. I might go this side for the engine mount. Solid mounted engine. And the gearbox cross member's about the same.
No, gearbox crossman has got a rubber in it.
Oh, does it?
You know,
That'll be like the brake.
there's rubber in the gearbox one, but we'll sort that out.
And this is the homemade gearbox cross member. Yeah. So that's that. All in all, it's not a bad car underneath.
It's really tidy underneath, eh?
To be completely fair, it has full R33 rear in it with offset bushes, so that's quite nice. R33 diff, R33 subframe. The drive shaft I hate to work out because it says S14, but S14 had the hanger on the rear half, not the front half. So that's the bit I find confusing about that.
Where's the hanger?
Hanger's on the front half.
180s have the hanger on the front half, don't they? Yeah,
Yeah, alright, so we're just getting the exhaust on. We've lifted it up. Corey's bolted on at the back, which you can't see there in the dark. Here's the hoary fucking mount for it. And we're just going to try close up that gap there now. So Corey's just going to go loosen the back off. And then I've got my bolts down there to try go in. Just notice though, actually quite well gusted lower control arms. Oh, too much.
my bad. It's a really short bolt.
I figured. Alright, so the exhaust's just fallen off onto my head. Yeah, reasonably well done lower control arms. The welds need tidying up and they need painting, but actually quite well done. It's got a full lock setup in it. Adjust brake spaces, T and adjusties all round. Just because I know when I did Corey's last 180, Neil had a go that I didn't ask him what suspension and steering was in it. So here you go, Neil. It's got T and adjusties, lower control arms, and rack spaces and knuckles. The more you know, boy, the more you know. Hey, Corey.
Something like that.
So I realised how much of a cunt it was going to be to get those bolts on, so we decided to take it back out. You weld the nuts on the inside of it. Then we only need the spanners on the outside. I mean, it's not going to be so cunty. So we're bolting up the exhaust just to see that I've got this one tight. This front part probably wasn't, it was just a bit nigged together when it was made. But, so that one sits on quite the angle when it was torqued up, which will probably be down to this section here that's been added into.
You know how to fix it, eh, Sam? Fill that with weld.
Yeah, but the problem is we can't get up to the top to fill the top up with weld.
That's also very true. You know how to fix that issue, eh, Sam?
Turbo it.
Holes for the floor out, G. Weld up the exhaust and then weld up the floor again.
Hey Angus, we need you to do a rust repair in the driver's floor well. Imagine it though, Corey, you cut a section out of the floor and you cut the wrong fucking spot out.
That would be pretty funny.
Alright, so we're now at the point where we've made a right mirror of this. So apparently that's on too much of an angle that it doesn't line up with that side. So we're now going to try to stick a 12mm through there instead of a 14. But Corey's just cutting the washer off the 12mm so we can press it through there, get it under that side, and hope to fuck this pulls tight, because that is not going to seal whatsoever fucking ever, no matter what we do, unless we can try to get it to pull tight. Finally.
Is it tightening?
Yep.
Closing?
It's closing.
What you want?
But shit, I think I'm at the end of the thread.
Fuck. How much is the gap?
3mm.
Fuck. Well, it won't go any tighter?
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
I feel like it's about to either cross or snap though, but I'll give it a go. Alright, exhaust is on. Corey will now do the backup.
Now we can do the ones that
I'm going to head home now. So that's going to be me for this evening, and then yeah, so after I've dropped Lilith off, I'm going to go pick up the Sphero. So you got that one to look forward to this week as well. Catch you guys later, have a good night.